An investigation is underway tonight after a late-night brawl turns deadly. Police say a food truck vendor was stabbed to death. It happened near 35th Avenue in Van Buren in Phoenix. Fox 10's Marissa Sarbeck is live with the latest. Marissa.
A lot of questions still surrounding this, Brian. We don't have a motive at this point from the Phoenix Police Department, and they have not identified a suspect or suspects at this point, but we do know this is very much an active homicide investigation.
Sad. It's unfortunate and sad.
In a parking lot at the intersection of 35th Avenue and Van Buren sits a food truck. Today, it's open as usual. But last night, as employees were closing up, Phoenix police say a car pulled up, multiple men got out, and started a fight with the food truck employees. Detectives say the vendor, 41-year-old Heriberto Acosta, was stabbed multiple times by one of the men during the fight and was killed. They also say the men in the car then took off. Customers sitting down to enjoy some seafood at the food truck today had already heard the news from the other employees.
It's shocking, but I mean, it happens around this area often.
They say they're not worried about being here in broad daylight, but it's a different story at night.
It doesn't make us nervous because we're used to the neighborhood. I used to live around here. But no, I think it's normal like every other day. Daytime, yeah. I wouldn't come out here nighttime though. It's different, especially this area.
Now, we are expecting to be briefed by the Phoenix Police Department in just about an hour or so. So we will have any updates for you coming up tonight at 9 and 10. In the meantime, however, the department is asking anyone with information to either call the Phoenix Police Department or they can call Silent Witness. Reporting live outside Phoenix Police headquarters tonight, Marissa Sarbeck for Fox 10 News.
Thank you, Marissa. Phoenix police arrest 3 suspects possibly connected to the so-called Dinnertime burglaries. It happened last night near 44th Street in Camelback. Police say the suspects, all in their 20s, were caught on security camera during a possible break-in, then took off in a minivan and on foot. But all 4 were taken into custody, and all are in the country on expired visas. Police believe they're part of a South American theft ring, burglarizing homes in several Valley cities dating back to December. And they believe there are more gang members still out there, so they're asking homeowners to remain vigilant. Here's a look at the mugshots. Johan Salvo Alarcon, Sue Ellen Gutierrez Saenz, and Manuel Eduardo Fuentes Gomez. Each is being held on a cash bond of about $200,000.
Arrests in an international theft ring targeting high-dollar homes around the valley.
Yeah, we first told you about this in December, actually, a group that was burglarizing homes in several Valley cities. Police shared videos like this one, showing the crooks making their way into homes during the evening hours while residents weren't home. Scottsdale police say there have been dozens of burglaries dating back to November. And now 3 people are under arrest, but police believe there's probably more gang members that haven't been caught.
Fox 10's Marissa Sarbeck joins us now with the latest. This really kind of affected so many communities because people were worried that we were going back to the era of the rock burglars, which we remember so well in the Valley. The same type of MO, breaking in and ripping people off.
Yeah, and John, Christina, I mean, just to give you a perspective on the number here, local police tell us there have been 111 of these incidents valley-wide since February of last year. And just as you mentioned, these are from some of the cities all across the valley. Now, over the course of this last year, and in total, they tell us that there are about $3 million worth of either money or valuables that have been stolen in total that they are attributing to this group. For months, the police departments of Phoenix, Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Chandler, Gilbert, and Peoria have been warning residents about a string of burglaries. Sue Ellen Gutierrez Saenz, Johan Salvo Alarcon, and Manuel Eduardo Fuentes Gomez were arrested as alleged members of the transnational South American criminal organization. The suspects appearing in court this week.
1 count of possession of burglary tools, a Class 6 felony.
The arrest report calls them a major flight risk, all 3 from Chile and all in the United States illegally. The Scottsdale Police Department says this isn't the first time they've seen these types of international crimes. In 2019, 3 Chilean nationals were arrested for a commercial burglary. And in 2022, 4 Chilean nationals were arrested for a residential burglary. Local law enforcement says this is a trend not just in the valley, but across the country. Intel from a California agency investigating other members of the same group led officers to the Camelback Mountain area to track down the recent arrests. Detectives say the group members often choose homes that back up to golf courses or open areas where they can park further away and walk up to the homes undetected. They bring technology that uses cellular data and Wi-Fi to jam home surveillance cameras when they're breaking in. In a residential burglary mentioned in the court paperwork from February 9th, the suspect stole $33,000 worth of guns, jewelry, and money from one home. On February 16th, Phoenix police officers conducted a surveillance operation on some homes that were targeted around Camelback Mountain. That's when they made the arrests. And now police are encouraging a few things to protect yourself. They say leave your interior and exterior lights on when you are not home. Make sure you are locking all doors, including on the second floor and at the garage level, and also install those surveillance cameras as well. Reporting live outside police headquarters tonight, Marissa Sarback for Fox 10 News.
Phoenix police say they have cracked a nearly 20-year-old cold case of a murdered newborn. And here's a flashback from our 2005 reports when a baby was found dead inside a bathroom at Sky Harbor Airport.
At one of the nation's busiest airports, thousands of people come and go every day on vacations and business trips. But today, Sky Harbor is where one person came to get rid of a newborn baby.
It was disgusting to me. Just completely disgusting. I don't understand it.
Megan DeSaller and many other travelers watched today as police searched a woman's restroom in Terminal 4 for clues. Inside, someone found a newborn, dead in a trash can, its umbilical cord still attached.
We believe that this probably happened somewhere else, and the child was left here.
Who could do such a thing?
Well, tonight, Phoenix police think that they know who is responsible. The woman in this sketch identified as the baby's mother, 51-year-old Annie Anderson. The Washington woman was reportedly in Phoenix back in 2005 on a business trip. Fox 10's Lauren Clark has more on today's arrest announcement.
It was disgusting to me. Just completely disgusting. I don't understand it.
October 10th, 2005. Phoenix police arrived to a call to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport after a discovery in a Terminal 4 restroom.
They discovered a female newborn wrapped in newspapers and a white towel, stuffed in a plastic bag with red Marriott lettering, deceased.
The baby's death was ruled a homicide and the manner of death as suffocation.
The evidence on the scene indicated that the birth likely did not occur at the airport, and the bathroom was where the baby was abandoned by the suspects or the suspect.
The unknown child was affectionately dubbed Baby Skyler, and for years, detectives worked the case, even releasing a composite back in 2017 of what they believed the mother of the child looked like. Then in 2021, the FBI helped officers by using genetic genealogy to find a maternal match for the victim. That was cross-referenced with DNA collected from the scene nearly 2 decades earlier.
Through the genealogy, we identified someone in the family tree. That person consented to the sample and led the investigation further to Miss Anderson.
Court documents show plainclothes officers asked Annie Anderson to come outside of her home in Arlington, Washington to look at her car. That's when police arrested her just 3 days before Christmas without incident. She's currently facing several felonies, including murder.
This community that we serve rightfully expects that all of our victims are never forgotten.
That was Lauren Clark reporting, and police say Anderson admitted to being baby Skyler's mother. Anderson is awaiting extradition now to Arizona.
In a separate incident, a suspect is in custody after stabbing at a McDonald's over the weekend. This happened in the far West Valley. So take a look. 26-year-old Rod Al-Mansouri booked into jail, several charges, including attempted homicide. What we're learning is that a woman was stabbed multiple times at a McDonald's in Surprise, right in the area of Greenway and Reams. It happened Sunday morning. Shortly after, police say a person matching the suspect description stole a car. Both the car and the suspect found in Scottsdale. Detectives say that he admitted to stabbing along with another stabbing in Phoenix a few days prior.